Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Today it honestly looked like it was gonna be raining. The sky through the windows looked very cloudy and dark, but I guess not, it's just windy. We got our turnips from Daisy May, not turnips, bamboo shoots. Yeah, it'd be really great if she gave extra turnips. That would actually be really cool. Yeah, I still don't know what to ramble about. I suppose there is one thing I can kind of ramble about, though it's more just a thing of, like, that I just kind of noticed about myself. So, like, I've been putting a pretty considerable effort into showering more, as y'all have probably noticed. Especially if you watched, like, throughout last year, you know, basically the moment I added the face cam. I've been trying, and not always doing the best, to, you know, keep myself looking presentable. Man, has that made me a lot more critical over how I look. To the point of, literally, like, my hair is ponytailed. Mostly because it was refusing to do what I wanted it to do. Like, no, like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have cared at all. Like, I would not have given a single crap about how I looked. And it is just really weird. I mean, like, I know it's basically insecurities. Like, I know that. I've always been insecure. It's just how it is. But yeah, it's really weird. I didn't even fully put the hair elastic in my hair just because, like, it's good enough. And I'd literally come to that realization while I was putting my hair in the ponytails. It's just like, I even really want to keep going with this. And, you know, like, putting the ponytail on. And the answer is, you know, I did still want to do it. If I had just gotten up when I had wanted to get up, this wouldn't have been a problem. I would have had a shower. Like, but I don't exactly have time for that, so. Though I am kind of tempted now to do this video in 2 parts. Just so that I can, you know, go have a shower, feel better about how I look, because I still don't like how I'm looking here, but the Nook's Cranny. There's a duck. Alright, what are our Monday morning turnip prices? Holy crap, I could sell right now and get profit. I'm not going to. I'm going to trust the process. Now I'm going to buy a toy duck. I'll take the duck. Give me the duck. It's my duck now. I enjoy the duck. Honestly, just giving myself that idea, I kind of want to do just basically like a jump cut and go shower. Just because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not feeling great about how I look today. And I know a shower would help with that. Like, I'm still not gonna feel great about it. I never feel good about how I look. I don't think I look presentable. You know. I'm trying to get past that, but, you know. It's just kind of how I be. Hello, Caroline. Peanut. Home's your home, Squeak. Let's talk. Little squirrel recently told me something. I thought I should ask you if it's true, Squeak. So is it true? You're super into novels? I do I have a bookshelf full of books, so yeah. I don't blame you. When it comes to books, you can't go wrong with novels. Let's get together sometime soon. We can talk books in depth. That's very fair. Honestly, it's hard to find a thing I don't like, though. So. Well, I say that. No, it's pretty easy. Sports. I don't like sports. I don't do sports. Like, when I was younger, I used to play soccer or football for European fans. But, like, I don't do that no more. Got a groove going now. Starting to rock, Squeak. What you doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Check it out. I'm making a street piano. DIY stuff takes some major elbow grease, so I like to go all in for it. So, yeah, I already know how to do it. Should know, you're always on top of stuff. So she's basically taking a piano and just bashing it a bit and then putting some graffiti on it. To my knowledge, that's basically what a street piano is. I could be wrong on that, but past, you know, me not liking sports. I can't think of much that, like, I don't like. Now, I think I'm just gonna go grab the carrots, and I might actually just do a jump cut. Yeah, I'll dig this up along the way. I'll probably roam the island around as well, but... And I actually think rather than doing, like, house transition like I normally do, I might literally just jump cut. Just, like, why not? I mean, I've got a long way to travel back to get to our house, so... Makes sense. Alrighty, well, may as well pop in and talk with Ed, because he is in his house. Maybe he's making something. There's always a chance, which means chance of DIY recipe. Now. Welcome to the International House of Ed. If it's so international, where's everyone else? So you want to hear a secret? Of course you do. Listen up. An heir to a huge piece of land. It's very sandy, and its location that it's in a location that realtors have described as okay-ish. But it's mine, all mine. Someday I'll rule over it like some kind of desert king. Deserts for everyone, or desserts for everyone in the desert. I'm kidding. You don't believe any of that, did you? Nah, I didn't. Well, okay. There's a small part of me that would believe that, you know, Ed's parents probably do own, like, a beach house. Because he is trying to be a celebrity, which does imply that, you know, he probably has some rich parents. But... it's Ed. I don't believe anything Ed says. But yeah. I think I'm gonna jump cut, and I'll meet you guys back later today, after I've had a chance to make myself look presentable. So, see you guys later today. And I'm back from the jump cut. Felt weird not using the door as a transition point, but, you know, I got to just pick a random spot, and I'm back. I'm feeling a bit better now. Honestly, like, I am at the point with basically mentally recovering from the past couple of years, you know, suddenly finding myself single kind of thing, where I've kind of hit the realization of I just need to be the best me, and I need to learn to like me before I subject someone else to this again. I spaced out and bought a second caterpillar costume. I don't know what to do. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be using two of these things at once. I know. You want one of them? I get to be a caterpillar? There we go. Matching stuff. Heck yeah. Caterpillar. Good afternoon, Snorty. Let's talk. Glad you're never too busy to check in with me. Aww. I should probably put my regular clothes back on, though. Though, if that ends up being what Label wants us to dress up as, which I'll deal with Label after I've done daily routine. Say that as if helping Label is like a chore. I'll help Label. That's better. That's better wording. Yeah, how you doing? What's that? After a walk, I like to throw back a nice oolong tea. Chew. Let's get together sometime. I've never had oolong tea, so that'd be quite the experience. Like, I want to get to the point where I at least don't dislike myself. You know. Which, it is not easy. But I'm trying. I do also have a thing now I can kind of ramble about. So... I had a video in my recommended that I haven't watched, but I already know my opinion on this topic, so... And the video title was basically, you know, when is it piracy? When is it actually stealing? And... quite honestly, in my mind, the only way piracy is actually stealing is if you hack into the company's main servers and steal the source code, deleting it as you go. That is actually stealing. Because I know I've been on this ramble before. Like this is far from the first time I have gone on this little rant. Well, hello there, Moolah. Let's talk. It's yet another splendid day on Astera. Oh, I know I sound unusually chipper, but who can blame me, Moolah? That is very fair. Like, because you've got to keep in mind, in general, someone who pirates a game, who downloads the game without paying for it, was probably not going to pay for that game anyway. It's not a lost sale if they were never going to make the sale anyway. Like, that is something I will always stand firm on. To whoever lifted this, I had a moment of clarity during a runner's high and came up with the absolute coolest DIY idea. I was so amped up I did a triple set right then. Oh, and wrote this. I super hope you use it. Swole Crafter Poncho. Honeycomb flooring. Alright. Neat. Yeah, I've been wanting to just do more voices and be more animated and energetic. But like, I know I've talked about this before as well, but there has been many games that I have pirated that I never would have bought, and I never did buy them. Because pirating them told me, yeah, I don't want this game. Like, you know what the funniest thing about the whole piracy argument? I don't have the data to back this up, but I know myself personally pirated a lot less when I could still go into town and rent games. When I could try a game before I bought it, and not like try it in, oh, here's a demo of a hand-picked portion of the game that's probably not actually representative of the entire game. No, I mean literally, like, that's how I played Julep for the first time. Was I rented it. Like, I saw the cover of that game and went, that looks weird. I want to try that. And so I did. Like, caught a pond skater. Wonder if it can do a pond ollie. So, like, that's where I'm coming at this whole argument from, is from the viewpoint of game rentals fight piracy. Because a lot of people who pirate games simply want to try the game before they buy it. and want to have the ability to, you know, play more than what the developers want you to play before they buy it. Like, a weekend rental of something. That's usually enough time to play through the majority of a game. Especially if you're younger, or just simply have no life. Like... Yeah, I'll go with this one. I like collared shirts. Like, I like these. But, I mean, I'll probably change my outfit anyway, but still. But, like, you know, if you're able to put in 8 to 16 hours into a game, you know, Mabel tells me you've been helping her out, modeling outfits and such. Means a lot to all of us. You do so much for our little family. Thanks so much, Steven. You're very welcome. And, like, it can also give you the feel of whether you would like even a longer game, or one, like, imagine renting Animal Crossing. You're unsure if you're gonna like the style of game, so you rent it for a week. Now you've got a whole week to play and experience Animal Crossing, and you've only spent like $2 to see that. End of the week, you return the game, and then if you like it, you probably go out and buy it. You know, because buying it is ultimately cheaper than just renting it over and over and over again. Yay, it's Steven. What's the latest, Weber? You look great today. Feeling pretty fashionable too. Hardly a food stain on me today. Good job, man. Good job. But companies have been endeavoring to kill the video game rental. Like, you really can't do rentals anymore. Now, I will say, there is a bit of a unique opportunity with the Switch digital game cards. Because a local game store could, in theory, start renting out Switch games using the, basically, digital lending. Because, well, they could lend you the game for, like, a week for a cost. You know, that is a bit of a unique opportunity. You do still require an internet connection. You require taking your Switch to the store. You know, there's a lot of... There's a lot of extras tacked on to doing it than old video game rentals, but there is a bit of a unique opportunity there. And it also protects the goods for that company, because that's another thing, of games have just become so expensive that, like... I say that. Games used to still be also really expensive. It's just... the incentive of taking a rented game and then selling it wasn't always there. Especially back when, you know, the people who'd be going and renting games would be gamers. People who actively want to play video games. So, you know, there wasn't a big risk involved. It wasn't a collector market at that point. Like, if you were to do a rental today, like, here's something I remember being able to rent back in the day that would not be feasible anymore. At the local Grab-A-Movie, which was the rental place that replaced Long Branch, I ended up remembering its name. Hello, Pinky. Oh, Steven. Hey there, my fabulous bestie. Let's talk. To be totes honest, this is the time of day when I get the sleepiest. That's very fair. Yeah, I could go into Grab-A-Movie and rent Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. And we did. Multiple times. And you would get the game case, the manual, everything that you would need to then ship that off to a grading company to have it slabbed in a piece of plastic, and you just never bother returning it to the place, because why would you? You know, you just made a few $1,000s off of spending $2. Like, that's, you know, that's the danger today. Like, they wouldn't be able to rent it out in original game box with original manual because people would just take it. Like, they would have to literally modify the game box to make it illegitimate so it couldn't be graded. But even then, you know, a copy of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is still worth a fair bit of money, and you know people would be stealing it. I mean, even back in the day, there was a legitimate issue in game rental places of people just stealing the games that they like. Like, because there was nothing stopping you other than your own honesty. If you just didn't want to return a game, well, you didn't have to. It's just you're probably never going to be able to rent a game from that place again. So imagine, if you will, if you're traveling and you decide to stop in a game rental place and you pick up, say, Final Fantasy VI, which would have been Final Fantasy III. And you just keep it. You're never going to be back to that town anyway. What do you care? You know, that's the danger of video game rentals, though, is there is really no good way of making sure people can't steal from that company. Which is also partially why a lot of them started going out of business, other than just simply the games industry moving in a direction that prevented rentals from being able to happen. Like, a lot of people who do not have money to buy a brand new game, but would rent it instead. Oh, my inventory is full. I only have one thing to donate to Blathers. He is gonna hate this. Did I find all 4 fossils? Okay, I did. You know, I still want to see if I can maybe get another thing. You know what? No, I want to do the Blathers voice, so... But, like, piracy became the new generation rentals. Like, almost down to a T, because it's not like Nintendo made money from you renting Pokemon. You know. And there were some games that you just couldn't rent out even back then. Namely, Pokemon games, because it's saved directly to the cartridge, so, you know, you can't really easily rent that out. You would have to, every time you got it returned, you would have to delete the save. Eek! A pond skater! What a wretched thing! Alas, I'm obliged to ask, would you like to learn more about this specimen? Yeah, please tell me. Ah, I see. In that case, ahem. Putrid pond skaters. They walk on the water, you know. Which is most preposterous. It's a trick they perform by secreting oil under the hairs of their feet. To which I say, bleh. One must wonder, what will they do next? Walk on air? Walk through walls? Perish the thought. Anyhoot, my sincerest thanks for your donation. And though bugs are the bane of my existence, rest assured this wretched thing will get the best care here. Might I help you with anything else? Nah, I'm good. Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit. I will. But, like, one person still has to buy the game for you to pirate it. Well, most of these game rental places would only have one copy of a game, unless it was really popular. So, and they would buy that copy of the game, and then rent it out. So, like, they would have to buy per every location, but, you know. It's still not like Nintendo got money every time they rented out a game. You know. So, like, piracy is literally just modern-day game rentals. Only they're not done for money. It's given out for free. Piracy has become the library of games, you know? You don't have to pay money to go to your library to rent out a book. Like, you might have to pay for your library card, but that's about it. Speaking of, I really need to get around to finally getting to, like, the library in this town and seeing about getting a new library card. Because mine's for a different county in the province, so I can't really use it here. I mean, I probably could, but I would want to get one for here. But, like, I will never see a problem with piracy. Just ever. I can't see it. 116. Oh no. I should not have trusted the process. This is gonna be one of those weeks. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna trust the process. The price will rebound. I have to have faith the price will rebound. But, like... Yeah, I'm trying to be kind of respectful towards the games industry, is part of my problem with talking about this, because, like, I do like the games industry, though, let's be real, the AAA industry has kind of gone downhill, and a lot of indie devs really don't care that much about piracy, because they understand someone pirating their game is still eyes on their game, and that is what you need as an indie developer. Like, and piracy's existed in basically every medium. Like, I have never looked into this statement or claim. But, basically, from what I understand, like, rap music and other underground music types got their feet by pirating music. Like, the creators themselves were basically pirating the backing tracks and bass and all this stuff that they were using to make their songs that they were then selling. These same people have now apparently moved into the camp of piracy's wrong and you shouldn't do it now that it's their music being stolen. Which, like... yeah, that's just generally how it works. You know, rules for thee, but not for me. That's a pretty common thing. Like, you see that in every industry, though. Like, it's actually rather nice seeing, like, various YouTube creators, regardless of size, speaking out about, like, predatory behavior from, like, say, editing software companies. Like, I believe, PewDiePie. Say what you will about him. I've never watched his content. It never appealed to me. But, he had brought it to attention a little while back of Adobe has a cancellation fee if you want to stop paying their subscription. You have to pay them money to stop paying them money. And the most disheartening thing around that was that when he brought that to people's attention, the most resounding response I saw was, isn't he like a millionaire? Why does he care? It's like, maybe because he's trying to use his clout to get change for the regular person who isn't a multimillionaire? Like... I can guarantee you, if Sony Vegas tried to charge me money, I'd be calling it out, regardless of how much money I've got, because I've paid for their program already. I have paid for the perpetual license. they still try to advertise to me to upgrade to their newer models. You know, their newer versions that are only available through subscription. And I refuse. I paid for my perpetual license. And I can almost guarantee you that almost every YouTuber you've watched probably started out using pirated editing software. Purely because the price for entry on that crap is so stupid. Like, had I paid full price for my Vegas 18, or is it 19? I don't remember which it is. 18. My Vegas 18. I would have had to have paid roughly $350. I got it through Humble Bundle for $80. Ah, there is new butterfly. I see you down there. Hey, you want to come this way? Bugger. Back here. Back here. This takes so long. Get away from the river, please. I can't catch you in the river. Got a great purple emperor. Its purple reign is over now. And like, I'm sure there's also some creators, hell, I've seen some creators that literally take sponsorships from different editing softwares now. And it's like, man, you literally probably started out by pirating these softwares. Like, why are you trying to push people into paying hundreds of dollars for junk? Because, let's be honest, I like Vegas. Vegas makes sense when editing. It's still kind of junky. It's definitely not worth over $100. Like, 80 felt like too much. And before I had paid for it, I had a pirated copy of Vegas 12 that I used, that someone else had to pay for me to then be able to use it, because Vegas has a verification thing to it. Caught a beta! Better not drop it. Right, I need to do it my Star Trek Online. I just thought of that. It's so annoying remembering to poke into that game. It's also kind of annoying coming to the realization that thanks to the new owners, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this year's reward. Because I missed too much of the previous 2 events, and they have seemingly canceled one of the events. So that's fun. Poolside bed. I don't really want a poolside bed. Who would want to sleep next to a pool? That sounds awful. Yeah, let's get my umbrella out. Shade myself from the sun a little bit. Come donate these this bug and fish to Blathers. Like, yeah. I will never begrudge someone for pirating something. Because, let's be real, you probably weren't gonna buy it anyway. Like, I would never have bought Sony Vegas had I not been given the ability to use it beforehand. I would have stuck with the various free editing softwares I was using, which I don't even remember them right anymore. I used to have them installed as well, because I was still like, well, I might go back to them, because, like, there's some things Vegas can't do. Or, like, there's some things that, like, I know how to do in them, and I don't know how to do in Vegas yet. And I basically was just like, you know, I'm just gonna learn how to do it in Vegas. And if I can't figure out how to do it in Vegas, I will find a way to do it in Vegas. That is just how I will go about it. Hey, Steven. Last night I had a bad dream. I was in my house, okay? There was this fish in my living room, floating. And the floating fish had a really deep voice. When it talked, my windows rattled. It said, "You make Triz lousy decorating choices." I was so freaked out. Wow. Come over and keep me company. It would help keep my mind off that judgy nightmare fish. Sure, I'll come on over. And I will leave whenever you try to sell me your furniture. Kate, come in, come in, come in. Just like, make yourself at home and relax, blah. I will. Very nice house. Sit in front of your typewriter. Typewriter bed. Well. Hey, you wanna play a game? Sure. Time for a game of high card, low card. Let's play blah. Guess correctly, I'll give you an explorer shirt. I don't really need an explorer shirt, so I'm gonna try to lose. Let's see. Through the 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's exactly 4 on either side. Is it bigger or smaller than 5? Well, it's exactly a 50-50 shot. So I'm thinking, because it's 50-50, and I'm a tall dude, that I should go with bigger. Let's see if you're right. 59. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be higher. Well, I get an explorer shirt. She's happy about it, though. So much fun, blah. My heart was like, ba-thump. So excited I was. Shopping is all about opportunity. So you're shopping, you see something you like, take the opportunity to buy it. If you didn't like anything here, I might give it to you at friend prices. I don't really need your stuff. For real? Well, if you need anything else, just let me know. I feel like I should leave now, though, because you're trying to sell me your stuff. But I will chill for a while. I'll just sit here. But, like... honestly, you know, the Steph advice is... pirate all you want. Like, just be reasonable about it. If you like something, buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. You know... it's as simple as that. Like... I honestly don't see why there's controversy there. Like... kind of low-key picky about my chairs. Mainly, they gotta look cute. The trendier, the better. And if they're comfy, that's totes a bonus. And it's very fair. That does look like a pretty cute and comfy chair. But I should probably get going at some point soon here. My floating biotrope planter is perfect for practicing having fans. You can talk to plants and say, oh, thanks for being a fan. I can even blow kisses to them and practice getting my targeting just right. Plants are the best. Does she have a floating planter? Oh, it must be this that she's talking about. I thought a floating planter would be like one that's not on the floor. But what do I know, really? No, I'm good. Okay. Well, that's cool too. No biggie. Yeah, you really want me to buy your stuff, so I'm gonna go now. Yeah, I'm heading out. It was cool hanging out together. Let's do it again someday. And guess what? I have a present for you. A kid's smock. Mind blowing, right? Man, I don't really need that. I'm not a kid. I am, in fact, a nearly 29-year-old man. Kind of old. And if any of you out there are like, man, I'm older than that, doesn't mean I'm not old. Means you're also old. Though, it is a case of, like, feeling old is a bit of a mentality thing. Like, you can be, like, 90 and not feel old. I feel old. Like, I feel like that just comes down to, like, how much you've been through in your life. Like, that sort of thing. Alright. Let's help out label. Hello there. Want to study design some more. It's not an imposition. Do you mind doing another style session with me? A party outfit. So you and your best friend are going to a fancy soiree. Just imagine the fabulous clothes you'd wear. Alright, so what kind of... when I think party... When I think party, I don't think of like a fancy do, which is clearly what she's intending. Alright, let's see. I might get a visitor, but that's just a part of having my wardrobe in here. I do kind of want to put a wardrobe just outside somewhere, just so I don't have to be in my house and possibly get visitors while I'm changing. Let's see. Okay, so we got this. My trousers kind of already match. But I'm going to see if I have more fitting. I mean, I got the corduroy pants. Honestly, I think the school pants fit better. Oh yeah, they definitely fit a lot better. I'll go with the black ones. Let's see. Small silk hat. Yeah, that's pretty nice, pretty nice. As much as I want to keep the nose on, that I don't think that would do... Well, I mean... Okay, I might actually put it back on. Okay, I'm already wearing wingtips. Wingtips are basically, like, fancy shoes. I'll put on these wingtips. I'll put on my in-storage pair. The bag's gotta go, though. Yeah, I think I will put the nose back on. It's just part of me now. I've had it on so long, it's just part of me. I think I'll go with the square glasses. Bam. I'd say this says fancy do pretty well. I mean, it's also very much an outfit I would wear, so, I mean, you know. It works. I want to keep the umbrella out. Because, you know, it makes sense to have an umbrella at a fancy do. So if you change clothes, might I see that outfit? Of course. Okay, good. Let's see it then. I see. Wonderful. That's it exactly. Combination of clothing radiates that perfect party look. It's just so much I can learn from your sense of style. Thank you. Just a little gift to your home to show my appreciation. Just don't forget that tailor tickets are supposed to be used at the tailor shop, okay? I want you to have this too. It's one of my own creations. No. Socks. Some label tights. You see? It's a piece from my very own label. It's a new design. I just finished it, in fact. It's going to be sold at the tailor shop. Thank you so much. I hope you consider helping me again in the future. Of course I will. I always gotta help my favorite hedgehogs. I love how, like, today is just a mix of, like, self-reflection and piracy talk. So, you know, a regular Monday for me, really. I do really need to get other recordings done today as well, so I will probably be wrapping things up here pretty soon. Just because, like, I've got to get some Tulip recorded. I keep saying I need to record Tulip, and then I just don't. And I've reached a point where I don't have any more to go out, so I don't have the episode that went out earlier today done yet, is the best way to put it. So, yeah, I gotta get on that. And thankfully it's, like, raining, so I can't go for a walk and distract myself that way. I've still got some stuff I need to do, like my Star Trek dailies, and I have some dailies Steve Online to do as well, but those are generally pretty quick, so let me pop down right here. And with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons, where hopefully the process works out for me. See you all then! And now in this end card, I would like to ask if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It helped me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.